How's everybody doing tonight? I got to go see the Amazon Prime premiere of Superman last night over at the AMC Sundial 12 in St. Pete, Florida. It was a wonderful time. I saw it in the IMAX screen, big, giant, bright, beautiful colors on it. And that's one of the things that differentiates this Superman from the previous one. And a lot of people didn't like the darker tone of it. This one is a much brighter tone. It's got funnier elements to it, which James Gunn brought to the Guardians of the Galaxy. So let me get into my review of the movie, and we'll start off with my overall take. I really liked it. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. There's a lot of information being crammed into this movie. We'll start off talking about David Cornsweet's Superman. David did a very good job of playing Superman. He brought, optimism to the character. He was very helpful to everybody around during the emergencies. Let's talk about some Lois. Lois is the best Lois Lane that we've had in a while. She's a very big upgrade from Amy Adams, who was the weakest part of the Zack Snyder movies, in my opinion. The rest of the people over at the Daily Planet, you got Jimmy Olsen, who's actually got story in this. He's not just a side guy taking photos randomly. Oh, hey, Superman, click, 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 click. He's actually got a pretty decent story that's going on in this movie. Perry, he's not that big in this movie. Cat Grant, she's kind of like a more bubbly, energetic person that's in the Daily Planet. Let's talk about the nice, wonderful Justice Gang. The Justice Gang, they're the comic relief for the most part. They are pretty serious when it has to come down to it, but Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is awesome in it. He is literally just like what you would expect from a live-action version of Guy Gardner. My wife, who doesn't know much about comic books, didn't like him. I said, well, that's the whole point of Guy Gardner. Nobody likes Guy Gardner. Mr. Terrific had some great scenes in the movie. Even Hawkgirl's got a scene that was like, oh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult, he plays like a more neurotic, obsessed villain in this movie, trying to take down Superman by any means necessary. And the round out from his villains being the Engineer and Ultraman. The Engineer, she wasn't that big. She had some important scenes in the movie, but overall, I didn't really care as much about that villain as I did some of the other aspects from the movie. You have Ultraman, who literally just big, hulking, doesn't talk villain. There's not much that you can do about that other than that he's sitting over there stomping on Superman, and you see that in the trailers. They're sitting there throwing hands back to back on him. Along with the villains, there's some other little key important factors in the movie. There's some nice, wonderful throwback to John Williams' score throughout this entire movie. That's one of the big highlights of this movie, is the musical score. There's so much John Williams energy through this. It's wonderful to see. There's also a lot of colorful background, things like that, that's very reminiscent of the original 1978 Superman with the logo when it pops up on the screen and things like. You can see that it's inspired by that aspect of Superman. James Gunn did a wonderful job. If I have one knock against this movie, it's the fact that you're jumping right into an already pre-established universe and you don't see how things came around to get to this point. I personally think they could have done something where Clark's walking through the Daily Planet and you see the newspaper headings along the wall that give you a specific timeline of how things were sitting over there progressing until you're at the point that you're at. Now, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. It's going on for July 11th. So we're going to have the preview nights tomorrow, July 10th. I'm going to see it again, this time in 3D. The first time I saw it was in IMAX. And I'm going to sit down and enjoy another wonderful round of Superman. You guys let me know how you guys like it when you see it, and I'll talk to you later. Take care. Have a great night. And by the way, there's 2 end credit scenes, so don't just randomly leave the movie when the credits start rolling. Take care.